This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Look at this weird spam email I got.
Okay.
It's just the subject was help, and it was a bunch of people.
From Barcolina.
This was from Allison Anderson at Barcolina at homelandtalker.win. I really need your help. And the next one is, who's this? And it says, I really need your help. And someone says, no. And then a bunch of middle fingers. And then someone said, haha, LMAO, no. And then Kagan McRobert says, what is this? And then Becky Brooks says, who is this and how did you get my email? To which I responded, huh? What? So like all of that came to me, which I don't understand. It's not a phishing attempt. It doesn't seem to be a phishing attempt. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's odd.
There's nothing to it. They don't want me to click any websites or.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the game? What's the angle?
Well, we've discussed multiple times that I once got a spam email that was just telling me about beans, and that I would be healthier and be thinner than my friends who had no taste for beans, as it put it. I was like, is it trying to sell me a type of bean? Like, what's going on? Nope, just bean awareness. Hello, are you aware of beans? It's like, I don't think those just make you aware of... Who's not aware of beans?
Been thinking about them beans.
Been thinking about them beans.
This is another episode of The Room. Hello, I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
Welcome back.
No.
What we normally do is we take healthy pauses. And what we normally do is we take headlines and we read them. Mm-hmm. We do not read the articles.
Nope.
Because the facts only get in the way.
Yeah.
We just kind of guess, like, what could that be about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the way most America gets their news. And we're here to give it to you, serve it up the way you like it.
Piping cold.
If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com.
Gmail.
If you guys like us, tell us. It makes me feel good. Mm-hmm. And then I have more self-confidence for these intros. We have so much goddamn grease. It's coming out of my fingers. I got the sweats and... all right, let's get back into it. I want to start. We didn't do this one. We didn't open up this drawer last time.
Okay.
This drawer is called... What? Huh? Let's do a jingle for that.
Okay.
Huh?
Stupid.
Now, not only are we curated, now we have jingles. All right, so here's... This drawer is an interesting drawer because I didn't know where to put some of these, and as you see, I really divvied them out. Now we got medicine, and we got animals, we got science, but then this is the drawer of like, I don't know,
Because it's called, huh?
because bullshit.
What?
And what?
These are the ones that you read and you're just like, what could that mean?
Right, I don't even know.
What?
So, okay, we'll start. Let's clear this drawer out because there's a bunch of weird shit in it.
Okay, let's go for it.
She makes fancy ice cubes for a living.
Okay, that's it.
How?
Thank you.
She makes fancy ice cubes for a living?
It sounds like a Reba McEntire song.
Well, she makes fancy ice cubes for a living. I'm Reba.
I'm Reba.
What does she sound like? That's country, right?
Yeah, it works.
That's country, right?
That's country, right?
Is what I did country?
Sure.
I motioned to you like, sing for me, Hobbit.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll just sing Here's Your One Chance Fancy.
What's a Reba song?
Here's Your One Chance Fancy.
Oh, Here's Your One Chance Fancy?
Don't let me down. Wah, 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 wah. I'm Reba.
She was on a show.
Called Reba.
Oh.
Yep.
Reba.
There's also a lot of pictures on the internet of her eating corn dogs
Yes.
on private jets.
You have sent me all of them. Not all of them, probably, but it felt like all of them. Sometimes you just go on themes. The other day, I had to ask you to stop, which I don't do very often, but you sent me so many so many pictures of dogs vomiting.
There's so many.
You sent me and I went, ugh.
You're like, please stop.
And then you started sending me things of like lemurs shitting.
Yeah, shitting coffee beans.
Wasn't better.
No.
She makes fancy ice cubes for a living. I'm thinking either what she does is she like sculpts them in a way, but who's paying her for this? And if she's making a living, I would say minimum for you to say you're making a living, you're making at least $15,000 a year on it.
At least.
At the minimum.
That's bare minimum.
But to say
a living. I mean, that's scraping
like
by a living.
If you're scraping by, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're a cart making ice.
I'm saying minimum.
Yeah.
$15,000.
Bare minimum, yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah, she's probably good because there's people that, like bartenders, and they take like a block of ice and they hack it into a circle in front of you and put it in your high whiskey glass and high-priced, highfalutin.
She makes fancy ice cubes for a living.
Yeah, if she carves them out, makes them look like little swans or something.
There's a dragon.
That's probably a thing. I'm saying it's probably a thing. It's weird. And
this didn't really sell the drawer that well. Maybe that could have been in products. Here's one that does sell the drawer a little bit better.
Okay.
Who's going to milk it?
That's the headline.
That's the whole headline. who's going to milk it?
Well, they succeeded on being like, what? I've got to read on.
Who's going to milk it?
Who's going to milk it? We made a cow that has 10,000 udders and produces 400 gallons of milk an hour. Who's going to milk it?
What I'm imagining is, imagine a press conference with lots of like, and a man stands up, gets up, and it's crowded. Like people like, wah, and he's, who's going to milk it? You know, like, there's nothing to that.
There's nothing to that. That gives you nothing.
You don't know if we're talking about an animal. We don't know if we're talking about...
It could even be... I was going to say we know it's a mammal, but no, we found out cockroaches can be turned into milk. Brain fighting itself. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those we have to click on it just to find out what it means.
Right, but that's not always what is. Yeah. Sometimes what is an article that has information, but you're like, what? For example, here's two I found, very, very separate from each other on different websites and different, but they seem, you'll see.
Cahoots?
You'll see. Time traveler, in quotes, brings food item from 2200, so 2200, that has ended world hunger.
Okay.
So you understand, like, that's why I'm like, what? So a time traveler, someone who is claiming to be a time traveler, brings some sort of food item from 100 years in the future, 82 years in the future.
It's like, this is going to cure it.
That ended world hunger. So that ended world hunger back then, and he brought it back to us now. Or he brought it, and it just ended our world hunger, and we're just hearing about it.
Yeah. Because if it ended world hunger, was world hunger so bad then? They're like, we're eating ourselves to death. We've got to go. I mean, people are already eating dirt and stuff. So a few hundred, 82 years from now, when is it?
Yeah.
So in 82 years, if it's so bad that they have to, the world gets together and makes this thing, and also time travel, and they go back and like, listen, it's shitty in the future. 2/3 of the population has died. Then we just come up with this fruit or food item. Here it is now. So you guys start using it now so that it'll change the future.
I feel like if something like that were to happen, this is how it would be. Chuckle fucks like us would be the ones talking about it, or fucking Toby on Secret Transmissions. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be some conspiracy theories. Like, I think there's something to this. A lot of people aren't hungry anymore, and then we heard about this thing about this time traveler, but no one wanted to listen to him.
Yeah. If every now and then you hear a lot of people say they're time travelers, but every now and then it's like, okay.
Do you remember when the iPod came out?
Yeah. They kept showing people in old-timey photographs who had iPod phones and stuff.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Of like...
I read one the other day, a guy, he came back in time. He was from the future, and he brought something back. I don't remember what it was. Like, something was underwater. Like, America was underwater. I don't know.
There was a whole... Okay.
He brought something like a picture or something back. Yeah. And he's like, I'm from the future, and here's a photograph of, like, California underwater. But it was from, like, 2,000 years from now. So they were like, well, okay.
And he brought back a photo?
Yeah. In 2,000 years, I sound and speak in your same dialect, and here's a photograph.
I have drawn myself. You know, but do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess because, like, the iPod didn't exist for a while. And I guess also because when it came out, I was pretty young. So it kind of felt like, boom, we live in a world of that now. Mm-hmm. You know? So it kind of feels like aliens or time travelers. I know that's not the case. But I feel like if a real time traveler came back and gave us some sort of secret and they started implementing it, no one's going to believe. No one's going to...
Yeah. If they didn't hold like a world press conference and be like, listen, this is for real. A dude came from the future.
But I don't think they could. I don't think they possibly could even have that. If that really did happen. Let me put my tinfoil hat on for a second.
Yeah, because people will go crazy.
Yes.
They'll just be like, okay, this really happened. Just like if aliens are flying around, because there's all those theories now being like, the government's trying to soften us up. Or not soften us up, but
to eat us.
Yeah, they're trying to tenderize us with rays from our phones to make us soft in the sides. Like warming everybody up to the idea of extraterrestrials. So when they spring it on us or some event happens, people aren't shitting their pants and like, which is going to happen anyway.
Warming us up in what way? With like our modern movies and our prostate diets?
Yeah. I don't really know.
I don't know. We'll have to, Secret Transmission, I bet they know.
Those are the folks for that.
But that's the first article.
Okay.
Other one, Time Traveler.
Okay.
From 4000.
Okay.
From the year 4000, that's much further to the future.
Yeah.
Reveals, he's revealed it at last, ta-da, future cars, and claims there will be no cats and dogs.
What a thing to, okay.
Future cars, go on. No cats or dogs.
Listen, I'm from the year 4000. Future cars, folks. Future cars. I'm from next Wednesday. Future cars, people. Future cars. Anything from tomorrow. That's a stupid thing to say.
Hi, Sam, Huffington Post. Hi. Will there be cats or dogs?
I'm glad you asked. No.
Here's me out. This feels like an indie movie.
Okay.
Where the time traveler comes back in time, future cars, the premise, you're like, okay, I'll watch that. But then the ending is so fucking, you're like, oh, that's a stupid movie. Like, it's like, where they trying to make a point? You know what I mean? Like, clearly this is just a mental patient.
Yeah, because you're not giving it anything profound. You know, if someone really thought somebody's from the future, if suddenly we got zapped back to fucking ancient Egypt, and they're like, listen, we're about to fucking kill you. So we're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and we're going to find out if you really are from the future. I don't, what would you...
I'm just thinking about that.
You'd have to, because if you just started spatting off stuff that we think was like, oh yeah, well, TV, and you're trying to explain that to them, they'll be like, it's going to sound like nonsense.
I think I know enough.
Radio, like we can beam pictures. They're like, what are you talking about? You have to start with like a camera obscura, and you have to like work from there.
Camera obscura, yeah, maybe you can go from there. But I could probably shit together a pretty simple battery with like, how am I going to get copper though?
Yeah.
Because you need some sort of copper wire.
Mm-hmm.
No.
If you got zapped back naked, you'd be fucked.
I could probably power something with a potato.
True.
No, because we're going to get the alarm clock.
You still don't need copper wire to do that?
There's a thing. There's like a thing that someone put together, like a little graphic. If you go back in time.
If you had clothing, if you came back with your clothes on, that would be a good indicator, because you're going to look really weird to them. You're like, well, just look at how I'm dressed, man. Look at this. These are plastic buttons.
Oh, flight. I think I understand that well enough. I could probably explain to them the idea of a wing.
Yeah, and the Egyptians, I think, would get it. They built those big pyramids.
Right.
I'm trying to think if you like jump back in time and it was just like a bunch of Egyptians.
Oh,
and then like a bunch of aliens, and you're like, whoa.
I think the thing is, people overthink this question. I think there's a lot of simple math that we understand that we could blow their mind with. Like if you told them the Pythagorean theorem, if you told them a squared plus b squared equals c squared, that's gonna jump them ahead. They don't know that back then.
True.
You know?
Yeah. Sit down, teach them a little bit of Spanish. Mucho gusto.
From the future.
Yeah, I'm from thousands of years in the future. ¿Cómo está?
Kill this man.
Oh, damn it.
Merde. You know what I mean? Like you teach them something like that, or because like, yeah, I don't know a lot about engineering. I guess I do. Like, I'm not going to, but you need things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain tools and stuff we would need to be able to actually build the things, right? But, like, I could probably... Glass? We could probably figure out how to make glass.
Yeah, imagine if they didn't just kill you outright, and you're like, let me sit down with your smartest dudes and dudettes.
No, back then, it's going to be the dudes.
Yeah.
Give me your longest beards.
Well, you had Cleopatra.
Who was Moses' mother.
According to
me,
according to Royal We canon that we've invented, Cleopatra, who was Moses' mother. So we're going to talk to her and be like, okay, let's talk to all your smartest folk.
How about this? Washing your hands. We could boost hygiene a bunch. I could probably get like, you know, moldy bread, the penicillin. I mean, we could like.
Sure. I bet if you sit down with people who are willing to think and be like, yeah, okay, that's enough.
Pasteurization, we could probably jump up on that.
Give them a little bit of, yeah, because I think
vaccines.
They start thinking, being like, yeah, you're like showing like the atom.
The thing is, they would have to believe you were from the future, and they would have to believe the things that you were saying were true. Because things like washing your hands are counterintuitive. They're going to think, that's fucking stupid. And there was a lot of pushback on it, even when the guy did discover it.
Right.
So they would have to be like, no, I've seen this man's iPhone. He is from the future.
Yeah.
So we should wash our hands.
They probably have to have like, they're all like sitting around like having a good, you know, ancient Egyptian time, and there's a fucking hole opens up in space and you burp through. And you're just like, whoa. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we saw him come from somewhere. And
God, we would be the worst candidates for this.
Imagine if we both got sent back at the same time. We get killed for laughing at each other. You're like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Kill them, Xerxes.
Just kill them.
Well, can we? I mean, we're not going to like invent gunpowder. Maybe I don't know what's in
no
there. Chemistry. We're not going to do chemistry.
No,
we're not going to do engineering. We're not going to figure that out.
Do they have wheels then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I imagine like simple hygiene.
Dang.
Simple hygiene. You know, that's going to increase people's lives a lot. I bet you we could be doctors back then. We could be then if we would be the doctors. We are smart enough to be doctors.
Yeah. If someone come in and
wash your hands, oh, you're fucked. We would know enough like, you're fucked.
Yeah. Be like, yeah, no, it's not a witch. That needs to come off. That hand, you mashed it bad and it's gross.
Do you know back then, listen to this chuckle fucking craziness. If you were a doctor and you tried to do surgery on someone and they died, they'd like cut your hands off.
Yeah, they would like, yeah.
How the fuck were you ever supposed to get good at it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to do complex internal organ surgery on my first attempt.
Fucking no one does, and I'm trying to figure it out, and then you fucking cripple me.
Good luck, guys. There's like a line of surgeons all sweaty standing outside. Yeah.
So I would put an end to that.
Yeah.
All right, no more cutting off hands.
Yeah, he seemed all right. He was pretty calm under pressure, a lot of blood going on. Guy was really screaming. We need to do.
God damn it. This is actually a good idea for a story. Imagine this.
You have like some sleepy leaves this guy can chew on.
You go back to so it's like a fucking chuckle fuck like us, right? We get blasted Stargate style back to fucking Egypt, right? And we fucking get it in with the pharaoh, but we're like a chuckle fucky dude. We're like, who the fuck are we?
Yeah.
But we have enough of an understanding that we're smarter than them.
This is like reverse Encino Man.
Okay, yes, but I think there's something to it.
Yeah.
Imagine, you know what it's like?
You cast Brendan Fraser.
You know what it's like? It's like The Black Knight with Martin Lawrence.
I don't know that one.
He goes back in time to medieval times, and he's the Black Knight. It's really stupid. Let's watch it. We're done with this.
Or it's like Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I like the idea that you're like the lead scholar all of a fucking sudden, but you were a guy who,
You were a dummy in the future.
we went to art school. We went to avoid writing papers or doing math. And all of a sudden we're fucking the pharaoh's best friend, you know? And we're wearing our fucking Levi's and our Nike shoes, and they're wearing pharaoh shit. And we're like, did you wash his hands?
Yeah. You need to cook that more. I'm telling you. That's a big one.
Yes.
Just, don't just eat that off the ground. No, put it in the fire.
Okay, we're putting that into a bunch of things. No more cutting hands off of doctors, you fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
Let me talk to all the doctors.
Let's wash them up.
Get them all here. I'm going to talk to them.
Get clean.
You need to wash up.
You smell bad, man. You can't be putting your hands in people.
Bathing. Everyone's got to be bathing.
Don't eat that.
Let me talk to all the kings. Get all the kings in here. I'll help everyone. We're going to get this world fucking working.
Yeah. You guys aren't going to vanish off the face of the planet.
Look at my iPhones.
Huh? Don't let that slip. You guys just fucking vanish.
The thing is, your power would only last as long as your iPhone battery. Because you'd have to convince enough people that you were fucking from the future, and as long as your iPhone was working, you could like show them pictures and take pictures of shit. Because you're not gonna have Wi-Fi off your fucking.
And you'd have to explain like this is going to go. Like, well, wait, we're talking about this forever. Here's this episode. God, I forgot we were even doing a fucking. This is just what we normally talk about. I honestly forgot we were doing this.
Okay, well, let's do.
No, it's a good conversation, but Jesus Lord. We talked about that for like 15 minutes.
TM. We're going to write a movie. So then, here's one in science drawer.
Okay.
Human-mouse hybrid. Scientists grow human brain in tiny rodent.
Grow human brain in tiny rodent. So is it a normal sized brain in a tiny rodent, or do they shrink the brain down? It's got to be a tiny brain.
It's got to be a tiny brain.
So they made a tiny brain inside of a tiny rodent.
Imagine becoming fucking on the consciousness, like you're like 2, and you're like looking around like, what?
You're just like looking out the side of a rat.
What am I? No, you know what? You wouldn't like have any sort of perspective.
Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe you would, but like there's like those people, like that fucking Spaniard who was raised by wolves was like, nah, I like the wolves. Like,
yeah.
He might be like, meat.
But if it's some weird small consciousness living inside of a rat, that's just like, what is this? What is my purpose? And you're gone. Like, because when they've been growing ears and stuff on rats forever.
Yeah.
So
Not
a brain.
Yes, not
That's
a brain.
Where you start. This is where they're going to get around it. They're going to grow an ear, then an eye, and then a brain. Then they'll grow them all on the same rat.
No, imagine this. Voltron style. Those rats
all get together.
Make a rat king.
Rat king. Dude, I was thinking. Ooh, and it gets out of the lab. We're just writing scripts today. And like the scientists go in, it's a mass of rats, and it's like one rat has like one finger, and another rat has like a thumb and another finger, and they make the hands. Then there's like a ball of rats.
With like ears on each side and like
some teeth, and it's just coming down the corridor,
all fucking tied together. The fucking the neurons or the tails, all tied together in a big knot.
There's some poor security guard that's like 2 weeks for retirement, blam, blam, blam.
But he's made a fucking rat, so you have to like kill each rat.
Yeah, he's blasting.
And the rats will replace. There's rats scurrying behind to replace the rats.
Yeah, they just roll over him and they leave like a skeleton, like in Critters number something other than 1.
That's the bad guy in the Egyptian movie.
Rat King.
No, how would that? We're not going to progress science that far.
No, we're not growing brains.
Maybe that follows you back.
Ooh, and you're like, yeah, this thing came back with me.
The future's a crazy time.
It's a rat king from the future. Sorry.
The future's a fucking crazy place.
It's a
This is a humans on it. We're all together.
Yeah, you please believe us when we're from the future, because this thing came back. I forgot to tell you, we've been too busy like eating and showing each other fucking funny videos on our iPhones. This thing Shit. Here it comes.
This goddamn future monster.
It's a fucking future rat monster. It's a biblical. Okay, sorry. It's a biblical plague with thoughts and ideas and a vendetta.
It wants to kill me.
It was to kill me. I'm sorry. Can you have that guy with the eagle head come? We need an eagles. We need eagles.
Holy shit,
Fuck.
dude. TM.
I think just rolling up the steps.
Of the goddamn pyramid.
Yeah. And they say them however they talk.
Because think about how the acts of the movie would work. Because you'd come, like, that would be the beginning, you're in the future, and then that thing happens, but then you go through a portal, blah, 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 you forget about it.
Yeah.
So then it's like, there's all that fun. The second act is all fun. You, like, teaching the pharaoh, like, we're buddies in, like, science.
And it's like, it pans, everybody's having a good time, like, eating, and it kind of, like, the sound kind of fades back, and that goes out of focus, and something in the foreground, there's a little rat that comes up, and it's like, and then it turns, and there's, like, a fucking big human eye on it, and it blinks into the camera, and it's like,
oh, shit, it came
you're like,
through.
oh, shit, it's there!
It came into the portal with the guy.
Oh, no. Okay, moving
That's
on.
a good idea for a movie. Is it? Are we too inside? I think that would be good.
It's all on who directs it.
I think it would be good.
I think it'd be a good movie.
We should write screenplays.
We should write screenplays about going back in time to ancient Egypt and fighting Rat King.
Imagine if that went across fucking Scorsese's desk.
All day long with the Scorsese.
That doesn't feel like a Scorsese flick. Scorsese's not going to go from fucking...
No, that's who did Prometheus?
Ridley?
Ridley Scott. That's a Ridley
That's a Ridley Scott. We got to get that on his desk. If you guys listen, Ridley, if you're listening, don't steal our idea, you fucker.
Listen, Ridley. That's a weird first name.
Ridley.
Ridley
Scotch.
Ridley.
Listen, man. If you know him...
Come on. Let's go to the next thing.
Okay.
Nobody knows Ridley Scott.
Someone knows
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows him. Nope, that's the real issue. Here's one in animal news, which was a Rich Vein last episode.
Fossilized intelligent rat king found in tomb in Egypt.
Right to sound. What can a gorilla teach us about the search for space aliens?
That they're from space. That would be it. Oot.
That'd be so funny if you're like, no. He doesn't understand. We keep teaching him, but he keeps saying he's from space.
Give him the glove from Congo. Okay.
Gorilla ugly.
Gorilla. Space. Gorilla. Space. You want to go to space? No, dude. I'm from space.
No, dude. But imagine that, because you teach it to speak, and you're having these like fucking stilted conversations with an animal, and you're like, it doesn't really get it. It keeps talking about the moon, but I mean, yeah, the moon's up there, man. But really, it's like, I'm from the moon, and like,
I'm a gorilla when gorillas are on the moon.
your fucking gravity is stilted in my brain. I can't speak to you because I'm from the fucking moon. Help me.
I walk straight up right up there.
God damn, did we just write another movie?
Okay. Okay, on a big whole cave on the dark side of the moon. It's a race of intelligent gorillas.
That are locked in mortal battle with the Nazis.
Oh, that's right. That's where they are. That's where they fled to.
So then, a rogue band of gorillas come down to Earth, but the gravity cripples their brains, but strengthens their bodies.
Yeah. Destroys all their vocal cords and their ability for sign language. Now they're trapped here as they watch us futilely evolve.
With a love for bananas.
Wait, but they're already fighting Nazis with a love for bananas. We'll have to workshop this one.
That one needs a little bit of work. It's not quite as sound as the fucking Pharaoh best friend Rat King story. What's the name of that one? I think it's called Tking. No, that doesn't work. You see what I did?
King, yeah.
Hyphenated apostrophe. We'll workshop that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one in the law. When I put this together, I came across some fucking goddamn chuckle fucky judges.
Okay.
So here's one in the jingle. Here's the jingle for the law. He ain't gonna get me, law dog. He ain't gonna get me, law dog.
Never gonna get me, law dog.
That's what it is.
Never gonna get me, law dog. Never gonna get me, never gonna get me, never gonna get me, law dog.
The law.
I'd rather go down a hail of gunfires than go back to the big house.
The law. Okay, so here's two stories, maybe three. I don't know. Oh my god, dude. This is like that goddamn Chinese story we learned about 2 weeks ago now. The goddamn AI factory. Because listen to this.
Dude, I still think about that independently.
You're putting together technology to build robots that can think, and you're using them to control things. So you're a fucking judge. If you're a judge, you have studied the law. You've made a life of it. You've been a practicing lawyer.
Yeah.
Now you're, you have been a member, a functioning member of society for a long time.
Yeah.
But listen to these things these judges got him up to. Judge sought restraining order against peeing cat, but wants records secret. Spokane lawyer says. This fucking chuckle fucking judge is like, restrain you cat, you keep peeing on my shit, cat. I'm gonna get a restraining order against you. Oh shit, this is public record. I gotta.
Yeah, he's lost his mind. He's drinking. The judge is drinking.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy knows the law. He knows how it works. He knows you can't fucking get a restraining order against a cat.
But he did it anyway. You think it was on like a dare? You think it was like a bet? He's out with his buddies and they're like...
Judges aren't going on dares. Judges don't take dare.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
Judges aren't playing truth and dare.
That ain't what I meant. I mean, they're out drinking with their buddies and be like, what's the crazy... And he's like, bet you couldn't get a restraining order against a cat. And he's like, bullshit, I can't.
You know that cat been peeing?
I'm the law.
I am the law this time. But the thing about it is he thought better of it because he wanted the fucking records of that kept secret.
Yeah. So he did it and then hid it. And they still found him out.
He did it and hid it. Can you imagine if you're getting fucking put in jail for doing whatever? You're in jail, you're like, have a life sentence, and it comes out the guy who fucking put you away has a restraining order against a cat and he wants those records. So you're like, hey, I want to be tried again.
Yeah. Open it back up. Judge is crazy.
Everyone says, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the jail's full of men. Like, hey, well, that's what that judge is doing.
Okay, what's another one doing?
Drunk judge.
Drinking. I'm telling you, judges drink. A lot of them.
Shows up one of 214 work days. One. He only shows up.
It says drunk judge.
Drunk judge. So people know.
So he's been on almost a year-long bender.
Gets pay raise.
What? Is he doing video? How's he have a job if he only show up once every 200 and how many days?
Recess. I'd like to claim a recess. I'd like to make a recess.
Recess, gulp, recess, burp, recess, gulp, gulp.
I'm on a recess. I'm not feeling it today.
Recess, shots, recess.
Court is not in session. All rise. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Also, it opens up with drunk judge.
Yeah, drunk judge.
Drunk judge shows up one of 214 work days.
Like he's a comical figure, like little bubbles are coming out of his mouth.
Now I say you cut that baby in half, you get half of it, and you get the other half. All right, Judge Solomon. Your Honor. Sustained. Your Honor. Sustained.
Oh, burp.
Objection. Your Honor.
Shots. What are we doing? We fucking lost the plot.
Let's do another one in the law.
Okay.
Open up that drawer again. Barber jailed.
Okay.
For giving a 10-year-old boy a humiliating haircut.
Jailed. What are you in here for?
But he must have done it
Fucked up. Maliciously.
What I'm thinking is...
What's the humiliation? It's like a dick on his head or something?
What I'm thinking is the boy didn't even go into the barbershop and ask for a haircut.
Oh, so he just got him in the street.
Because the only reason you're going to... Because if someone comes into your shop and you give them a haircut and it wasn't what they wanted and it's humiliating, you're probably not going to go to jail.
Yeah.
But if you attack a boy...
You apologize and you shave their head, you try and fix it.
Right, but if you attack a boy or kidnap a boy and give him a head...
Yeah, cost him in the street and be like, I'll teach you to skateboard on...
I'm going to shove a dick in your head.
Yeah, I don't know how... Yeah.
For a barber to go to jail for giving a humiliating haircut, there's got to be other circumstances. Nathan, Your Honor.
Even.
It wasn't just the haircut, it was humiliating.
No. Yeah.
Well, which one do you want to click?
Poof.
It's kind of a tough... I mean, we got drunk judge... We got...
What were some of those earlier ones?
Restraining order, peeing cat.
Nah.
No. We got... We really mostly talked about that fucking Rat King. A beautiful idea.
We talked about that. We talked about something before that for way too long.
Well, that was the thing we started. We got Time Traveler. Well, we got She Makes Fancy Ice Cubes for a living. We got Time Traveler. Ended World Hunger. Future Cats. There will be no dogs or cats. Future Cars. Who's going to milk it?
It's got to be Who's Going to Milk It.
Who's going to milk it?
Who's going to milk it?
Play the card.
Oh my God. It just shows a fucking...
The real headline.
Platypus milk. How it can combat superbugs.
Well, who's going to milk it?
That is great.
Every now and then we play the card and it's fucking worth it.
Damn.
God.
But who's going to milk it? Platypus. Oh my God.
Platypus milk could help combat one of humanity's looming problems.
I mean, just who's going to milk it? They'll find a way.
Contains a potent protein able to fight superbugs.
Look at that thing. Have you ever seen one of their skeletons?
No.
They're up there with sloth skeletons. Google them both.
Platypus. Yeah, I mean, it looks about how you expect.
Yeah, but look at its head.
Yeah, its head is weird. It looks like a fucking Cthulhu.
Yeah.
All right, well, I mean,
All right, that was worth it.
yeah.
I like that.
That's been another episode of The Right Week. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
Good night. I want to thank Hishibashi for letting us use the song Intro. That's Pathos off the album 151A. I want to thank all you guys for making this podcast a real joy.
Yeah.
She was only 16. It is great. You guys have been interacting with us, which is all I want. That's all I need. Gets me through the day.
Yeah.
If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should. You guys can do that at Royal Weekcast on Twitter or royalweekcast@gmail.com. Gmail. You guys have been knocking it out of the park. I don't think anyone submitted one for this episode. We've been kind of on a goof, grease, slam, jam time. I found a lot. I dug deep.
Yeah, we got a lot.
That's the business. Anything you want to say?
No, I think we're good.
Good night, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What's this? Someone just appeared and they're handing us a letter. What? From the future, you say? By God. It says next week's episode is going to be tremendous. Make sure and listen.
God, don't put that on us. Don't put that evil on us.
There you go. I'm giving it back to the year 6000. He's still listening.
Now it's going to, I mean, now we have to be tremendous.
No, we can just have a guy come back at the end of the next one if it's shitty and be like, that other guy was wrong. I'm from the year 8000 and they didn't know what they're talking about in the year 6000.
Good night, Dad.
We don't even live on the earth anymore. Well, this is how we speak now. So
But I mean, Your Honor.